Pray the Lord and hop in boat. I'm the GOAT. Beast mode.
My name's Kyle, I'm 31, I live in Pittsburgh, and I'm addicted to dating older women. Much older women, like 60, 70, 80-year-old older women.
Lock it low, I keep it low. Pray the Lord and hop in boat. I'm the GOAT.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, I want you to press the like button at the end, press the subscribe button at the end, and press the notifications button at the end of the video. And if you want to, you could donate to the channel or pledge to the Patreon. All right, links are in the description. Today we're going to be talking about why some men decide to date older women versus going red pill and going their own way. All right, in the manosphere, you either have men that are going their own way or you have men that are looking to be with someone. All right, typically a man that has to continue dating, whether it's outside of his age or whether it's a girl he typically wouldn't like, is typically a man that cannot be alone. And in the manosphere, in order for you to get better and be better as a man, one trait that you have to learn is being alone. But not every man has the power to be alone. But it's also like that with women. Some people in general always feel like they need to be in a relationship. So today we're going to talk about why those men decide to date older women. First, they're not looking for a family. Typically, when a guy is dating an older woman, he's not looking to start a family at all. And normally, an older woman has realized that she's not looking for a family, especially ones that have been coming out of divorce or coming out of long-term relationships. They're just looking to have fun. So you'll have a lot of women in older ages that are down to being side chicks, that are down to just being friends with benefits. Matter of fact, that's all that 90% of them want. So it's easier for a younger guy and an older woman to actually have a chemistry connection. It makes her feel younger and it gives him someone to be around just to have companionship. Next, older women do not play as many mind games as younger women, all right? A lot of men, they mature a little bit faster, so a lot of younger girls are always playing emotional mind games, even when it comes to their conversation. A lot of women that are young in their 20s and early 30s, their conversations are just more like interviews. But when you get to an older woman's conversation is a little bit different because she's coming from a mature level. She's not necessarily like, work for me, to get me, come do this to get me. She's more like, I'm just happy to be around this young guy. I'm happy to have the attention from the young guy. So she's not going to play the mental games because the amount of guys that she have coming for her that are younger are slim to none versus the younger girl who can always go in her DM. Now, you do have some older women that are going to play mind games with you. But what I'm talking about is majority of older women are not going to play that many mind games whenever they're dating a younger guy who is not looking for a family. Next, guys that date older women are typically more confident betas. All right? They're not necessarily alpha. These are more like confident men. All right? Still beta, but more of a confident beta. More of a confident beta because they can take the reactions that come from it. They're not afraid to be seen in public with it, which is a sign that men should have. But in a lot of cases, a lot of those guys that are with the older women, you can look at them and tell that they've had their heart broken. You can look and tell that they probably wasn't man enough for a younger woman. But when it comes to an older woman always loves a boy toy that she could just toss around and do whatever she wants with. It works on both sides. He's confident enough to date her because he really wants somebody in his life. He really wants that companionship. He really wants that bonding with them. So he's more of a confident beta. Next, he's learned a lot of life lessons. Typically, a man that's going to do this have been in and out of a lot of relationships with younger women. He's been through the ups and he's been through the downs, to the point where he's been in and out of so many relationships that it's starting to age him. Typically, you'll have a guy that's like 27 years old with a 45-year-old woman with 3 kids. That's chances are you're gonna find that. Then when you hear about his story, he done been in and out of relationships with women, miscarriages, baby mama drama, that he just needs to be around a woman who's more mature. So you're gonna see these type of guys that have learned their lesson from being with the bad women, that have learned their lesson with playing the games, being with older women. Because a lot of those older women have been through the games themselves, so they mature out of it. Which takes me to my next subject, emotionally matured, all right? Older women are not gonna play the loud game. They're not gonna play phone tag. They're not gonna play the emotional game. More older women can crack jokes and take it as well. They can recognize your insecurity, but they're not the type that's going to abuse it. You have to understand, for a younger man to get played by an older woman, you really have to be throwing yourself out there, because a lot of older women, whenever they get with younger guys, they play that role really good. They act way more mature. They cook, they clean, they will even pay for hotels. They even give you money to put in your pocket. But when it comes to a lot of the beta males that get with older women, they normally put themselves out there to get used by older women because they do too much when they did not realize that you already had her in the bag. Next, older women are better in bed. They know everything. They've done everything. And this is the thing that turns men out. As soon as they get in with an older woman for the first time, they realize that I don't have to teach her to do anything. I don't have to ask her to do anything. This is the first time in my life that a woman is doing everything to me that I actually want it done. See, a younger woman would give all the sex to an alpha male. Threesomes, bring her best friends in. Hey, I want you to have sex with my man. A woman who is really in love with an alpha male is gonna do everything to keep him. But when it comes to the beta male is not gonna get everything that the alpha male did. He's not gonna get the threesomes. He's not gonna get the freak nasty stuff in bed. He's gonna barely have sex with her. So when he goes through a relationship where he was just getting sex rationed to him, and then when he gets with an older woman wants to have sex all the time, but she does a lot of nasty stuff faster to satisfy him because she has the experience. And that's where a lot of these young guys really get caught up at with older women, is in the bedroom. Next, financial stability. One thing with dealing with an older woman, she can pay her own way to do everything. She really don't need you to pay for anything. Matter of fact, they volunteer their money to the man. They try to make the man more comfortable. So if you have your life together and she has her life together, it's easy to get along. The only downfall about dealing with an older woman is that at some point she's gonna remind you of your mom. She's gonna show her age at some point where you're gonna look at her and start thinking she's old. And then when it does come to older women, they get more relaxed in the relationship faster. So you're gonna see their ugly side and what they really look like faster. With younger women, they're afraid of you seeing who they really are. So you may go months without even seeing her with makeup. It's not gonna work like that with an older woman. With an older woman, you may go and hang out with her for the night. When sex is over with, she may peel all that makeup off right there in front of you and go to bed looking bare. Not like that with a younger woman. She'll wear the makeup to sleep just so you don't see what she looks like. So, in conclusion, most guys that date older women, it's because they cannot stand being alone. They need somebody to be around with good conversation, but they also want some type of dating life. So it's easier to get an older woman because a younger guy makes her feel pretty. So both get what they need out of each other, but still woman's nature, which means that if you don't play it right, you will get bit. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you liked the video. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, hit the notifications button. If you want, hit the donation in the Patreon. Hasta la vista.
You gotta lock and load on the grind when you get it. You can have the vision, but your heart gotta feel it. Lie to everybody, to yourself, you're the realest. You're the only one responsible for spiritual healing. Too many sell their souls and never get it back. They get sidetracked trying to be the cool cat. Flashing money racks in they new Cadillacs, so then they go and lose that, messing with a hood rat. Most girls nowadays are just train wrecks. Looking for respect, I just put them in check. Let them know they the type I always eject. But if they play their cards right, then they may get sex.
Talking low, I keep it low.